Hey everyone, welcome to the Align Your Life show. I gotta stop laughing. I am Jenny Park. So glad that you are here. If you've not been with us before, the Align Your Life show is all about empowering people towards living a life of enrichment. Today, my guest is my friend, Heather Bischoff of Dragonfly Direction. Heather is a speaker, mentor, and offers leadership development for women. Today, my name again is Jenny Parks. Let me just reintroduce myself and tell you that I am a health and prosperity coach, integrative nutrition coach, and wellness advocate. And today we're talking about having fun, which is why I can't stop laughing right now. So I love this topic, and I was actually on a call with someone right before I came here who is obviously someone who's very high-spirited and loves to have fun. And those are the kind of people I love to be surrounded by on a daily basis. And so I'm so glad that we're having this topic as the theme today, because I think it's something that a lot of people have forgotten to do, or forgotten that really, truly, it's what life is all about. We get so mucked down in the stresses and the everydays and the mundane. It's really all supposed to be about having fun.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not fun, why do it?
I'm really at that point, like, you know, and I don't want to say at my age, like I'm so old or something, but really you get to a certain point in your life where, you know, you just realize certain things, and one of the things I've realized is that I'm never going to do anything that's not fun, because it's just not worth it, so.
What happens when you're
that's my
40?
It's all downhill
Lordy,
from there.
Lordy, it's almost 40.
I have a long time for that, by the way. Long time.
I can't even remember that.
Yes. I would agree with you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Yes. I also feel like if you look at Facebook, especially, I mean,
sometimes
sometimes
that's a good point.
It is such a downer sometimes, where people just. And Facebook is a great tool to have, and it can be, you know, I typically use it for inspiration or to share information or resources. But some people, it's very evident by their posts that they are not having fun.
No, yeah, I agree with that. I was actually thinking about that recently as I was just scrolling through my news feed, and it seemed like it was inundated with more stuff that's not much fun than it was with the fun stuff that I was used to seeing. And, you know, things happen in the world, and people share things. People are going through things in their life, and they share. But I think it really goes back to what you focus on is what compounds in your life. And, you know, those are the kinds of things that I tend to try not to focus on. You know, they come up, and you handle them, and you deal with them. But really keeping my eye on just the fun part.
Just the fun part. Well, I think it's really interesting as we do get a little bit older.
Yes.
We
Share
forget,
with us your wisdom.
We forget
old
to.
wise one.
Yeah, I know. Seriously,
You are wise one.
Thank you. We forget to play. We forget to be silly. And
Look.
Photo shoot.
Yeah. See, this is so much fun.
We have to do something about it. Go ahead.
In all seriousness, though, we do forget to just be silly and just have fun. And we get so serious. We get so caught up in our roles, our responsibilities, the labels that we have, and we just don't have fun. We just get like, it just feels so heavy.
Yeah.
And it's just not fun anymore.
So one of the things that has, I think for me personally, been really instrumental in getting me back to having more fun is really being surrounded by people who have that same mindset, and who I can just be surrounded by either virtually on Facebook or just in my circle of friends, you and our circle of friends that we have, and the people that we choose to spend time with, because it helps to pull you out when things are getting a little too serious, because it can be easy to get sucked into all of that, especially when you have children and jobs and, you know, just life in general. You know, taking care of the house, just all of that stuff can be very mundane and very boring.
Yes, and environment is also key, like you're talking about, the people that you surround yourself with. And one of the things that I look at where I am in my own personal journey is environment is key. And if the people that you're hanging around maybe aren't fun, or if that fun is not going to somehow benefit you, you know, there's people that, you know, have fun, but really the next day it's not so much fun. And I think it's, you know, looking at things that are fun, like, you know, when we were kids, we just had fun playing with a stick in a bowl. And we had a blast doing that. We didn't have to have all of these substance or all of these things. And so, you know, just plain fun, just having fun, just being silly, or splashing each other with water or doing things like that. It comes from such a pure place that it's a fun that lasts for days in the best way.
I think it's something that people have disassociated themselves with or have disconnected themselves from is, the things that truly are fun to them and doing them because they're concerned about what other people would think or, standing out among the crowd.
Yes, it's almost silly. Like there's peer pressure about having fun, which is so silly. Like, why can't we just have fun by being ourselves, by showing up, I think that adults often confuse fun with relaxation. Yeah,
that's true. Absolutely, because everybody's so stressed out, worn out, tired, fatigued, all of that the only thing that they can muster the energy to do is relax. Exactly. And suddenly that becomes the only fun that they have in their life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so being curious.
You probably see that a lot in your coaching too.
I do. Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's something where people are so stimulated all of the time that they just don't want to be stimulated, and a lot of times they look to a substance to help relax them, or they look to, it doesn't even have to be a substance. It could just be, oh my gosh, I just want to zone out on a movie. Yeah. Yes, exactly, because I just don't want to think. And really, when we begin to have fun and be silly and play with each other in just a very genuine way, it creates so much more space and energizes us so much more that then when we relax, because if you think about when you're relaxing, whether you're just trying to veg out and watch a movie or have a drink or two to mellow you out, you're not really relaxed.
Yeah.
You're still thinking. But when you're generally, when we are just laughing our heads off, you can't think about anything else because you're laughing too hard. And there's a big difference.
There is. I like the fact that you use the word stimulated, because we're so connected, we're so stimulated. We always have things, we're looking at our phones, we're looking at the TV, we're talking on our phone, texting, whatever it is, Facebooking. And that's a lot of energy that we use up that could be used for other things, specifically having fun. And I think sometimes when it's kind of getting back to trusting your own self.
Yes.
And taking some time to just ask yourself, if I could do anything right now, or if I could plan anything for this weekend, what would that be? And not that you have to follow through with it, but maybe start there. And when's the last time I did that?
Right.
When's the last time I just let loose? When's the last time I laughed so hard my stomach hurt and my cheeks hurt?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So I was looking at this website, slowleadership.com. I don't even know how I stumbled upon it, but they had a list of 9 things. I don't even know what the list is because I didn't write it down, but it was a list of 9 things that will help you to start having more fun, which I thought was pretty funny that we now have to have lists that tell us how to have fun. But there's some good stuff on here, so I'll share that with you. We have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back talking about fun. Be right back.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage: Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
I have comic relief here during commercial.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Align Your Life Show. Thanks so much for being here. I am Jenny Parks with my guest Heather Bischoff of Dragonfly Direction. We're talking about having fun, something I think a lot of people have forgotten. how to do. And it can be easy to do that. And I was mentioning a list that I came across on the internet that actually had 9 ways to help you have more fun. And I was just saying before the break that I just find it kind of funny that we have to have a list
Yes.
to remind us to have fun or tell us how to have fun.
You have to search Google to
Yeah,
learn.
right? Exactly.
Yes.
Google it. Show's over. That's all you need to know. Just Google it.
Just
All the
Google
answers
it.
are in Google Land.
Yes.
No, but I love even the first one. Stop hiding who you really are. We were just talking about that. And, you know, one of the things that I love the most is being around my nephews because they're 5 to 19. The 19-year-old's getting a little serious. But the others all still have so much fun all the time. And I just love being with them in the moments, watching them play, like you were saying, because it does just help me to just stop my world and do the same thing. They don't have a care. They don't know what time it is. They don't know when the next meal's coming. They don't have to make it. But they don't have to go grocery shopping. They don't have to pay bills. They don't have all this stuff that we want to allow to weigh us down.
Right.
Which, by the way, we don't have to allow to weigh us down. So it's a whole mindset, perception kind of change. But it's nice to be with children because they truly, truly
Or
are just
animals.
such a reflection. Yes.
Animals or
Absolutely.
Yes, my puppy. I have a Shih Tzu puppy. He's 9 months old, and he plays with my daughter's vinyl laundry basket. he hops in it. He chases it around, and it's great comic relief. Yes.
Awesome. I love that. The next thing on the list says start being intensely selfish. And this is one of my favorites because people think that selfishness is such a bad thing.
Oh my gosh, that's just like taboo. Don't even say that word.
Yeah, and I used to really berate myself because I always thought I was a very selfish person because I would always put myself first when it came to taking care of myself or, you know, I mean, certain things can be quite selfish.
Yes.
You know, there definitely is a line there.
Yes.
But I think what this is really referencing is truly just asking yourself those questions.
Yes,
You know,
I think,
where am
you know,
I in all of this?
Well, yeah, not only that, but so much as we get older in our own journeys, we say yes to everything and everyone but ourselves. We always, the answer to ourselves is no, I can't do that, I shouldn't do that. But really, your heart's desire is, I want to have fun. I want to just, you know, I want to do that. I want to be silly. But we're always so afraid of what other people are thinking. And, you know, I mean, that's just even among women. I think among men it's completely different because there's, you know, this ego and pride and it looks different, but it's still there. It's still ultimately at the root of it, it's the same.
Wayne Dyer reminds us that joy is our natural state. And that's where we came into the world completely and fully embraced in. And somewhere along the way we lose that joy.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about, you know, when we were all toddlers or whatever, we all played in this, you know, sandbox together, so to speak, and you know, little boys didn't have to prove themselves, you know, better or, you know, whatever, and girls didn't have to prove themselves prettier. Like, we were all just playing in sand and just having fun, just mindless fun and laughing and thinking that things were silly, and we've gotten so far away from that.
I think there's some guilt too, because I know for myself sometimes I will feel guilty if I'm not working to a specific time of the day, or I'm not being productive on the weekend, you know, doing the things that I didn't get to do through the week.
Yes, because as an entrepreneur, you have to work all the time.
But you know, that does get to you. And I don't have children, but I know that moms and dads will feel guilty if they're not spending every moment that they can with their kids because they're gone during the day working at jobs or doing whatever they have to do. And we kind of talk ourselves into that feeling bad. And it is a good thing to be intensely selfish in that regard because you truly have to put yourself first.
Yes.
In order to be your best to the world, to your children, to your friends, to your family, to whoever.
Yes, it's such a paradigm shift because when you are selfish and you are doing the things that make you happy, you're not looking for someone else to fill that void for you.
Which they can't, right?
Exactly, they can't. I remember when I was newly married, I got that rude awakening because I was like, you're supposed to make me happy. And a very wise woman was like, well, do you want that responsibility for him? And I was like, no, I don't want that responsibility. And, you know, it's so true. Like, it's not our responsibility to make the other people in our life happy. It is our responsibility to make ourselves happy. And that is that, you know, being intentionally selfish.
I remember my husband when we first married one time. I think we may have been having an argument. I can't remember. But I remember him saying to me that he was just allowing me to be me. And I kind of took offense to it, like, oh, okay, you're just allowing me to be me. Like, I'm the crazy one over here who doesn't know what she's talking about. I'll just go be me. But what he really meant was that he was just welcoming my opinion, allowing me to have, like, no judgment. He wasn't saying anything underneath the lines, just allowing me to be me. And that's been a lesson. It's taken me years to learn, to really understand what he meant by that. But, I think that, to your point, because it's really just allowing each other to be each other.
Right.
Yeah. We all have different experiences, different desires, different ideas of what fun is, different ideas of what fun isn't, things that we want to do, invest our time in, people that we want to be with, and it's just letting each person have their own unique journey.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Allowing it and showing up for it.
Yeah. The next one on the list, I didn't think I was going to go through this whole list. This was just some things I jotted down, but I'm really loving this list now that I'm looking at it. Because the next one says, stop following the rules. Be a rule breaker. It doesn't mean, break the law and go to jail, but there's so many rules and
don't go to jail.
Too many people telling us what to do, what not to do, how to do things, how to do it better, why to do it.
It's so interesting, and this is something that I do talk with a lot of clients about, is you have options.
Yes.
And so often we're so, linear in our thinking that we don't realize that there's so many options outside of the box. And, yes, there's a norm and there's a this and there's a that, but at the same time, like, why do you need permission to be you? Why do you need permission to be silly? I mean, who cares if, you play hide and seek with your adult children in your house? Like, who cares? It's just about, life is a journey. There are days that suck really bad. So why can't we just have fun with the other, the other moments? Like, why can't we be intentional about that? And we don't necessarily have to follow the rules. We just need to love each other, be kind to each other, and enjoy each other's company.
I know so many people can relate to just growing up and having family that worked, that had that 9-to-5 job, or that did things a certain way. It doesn't even have to be a 9-to-5 job, but then we grow up and that's what we tend to follow and think that okay, that's what success looks like. That's what I have to do, whether it be the exact same thing or just
because
something
it's always
that fits
about
in that
success.
path. Right. Yeah. Because that's how I measured success for myself was I going to have a good job that paid me a lot of money, that allowed me room to grow, and was I actually going to step into that growth, and was I going to be able to do that? And once I stepped outside of that and realized, I was amazed at what went on outside in the world.
Yes.
With people who didn't have what I had at that time, which was, my job and that routine.
Yes.
It just blew my mind.
Yes.
And it brought up so many options, and now I get it,
Right.
But it took really taking that leap of faith and being really scared to get to that point.
Yeah, I think people are also afraid, though, to break the rules even within their own work environments.
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
Because they're like, if I do this, it's going to break the mold. And then what is that going to say about me? What are they going to think? And it just, this whole other thought pattern.
Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly not fun.
No, not fun. We have to take another quick break, but we'll be right back and continue our talk about fun. Be right back.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
everyone. Welcome back to the Align Your Life show, here with Heather Bischoff, talking about having fun, going off our list here, which Heather said I should post after the show because it is really a good list. One of the ones that stands out to me, and then maybe you can pick one that stands out to you, but I love the one, stop taking it all so damn seriously. That really shifts my perspective, especially when I'm in that moment where something is just stressing me out or weighing me down, or I can't seem to pull myself out of a funk. I remember, I think it was a classmate in high school that said one time, it doesn't matter how bad you screw up because there's 10 billion people in China who don't give a damn. And I remember going, oh my God, that's so true. Like, nobody cares about what I'm doing over here, you know?
Yes.
But yet I make it, in my mind, like the whole world is focused on what I'm doing and pointing at me. And even if they are, who cares? But, you know, why do we do that? So
I think it's
so seriously.
You know, when we do take it so damn seriously, like we wear it on our body language.
Absolutely.
And we become very unapproachable to people because when we're so serious, you know, our face is scrunched up, you know, we're kind of hunched over. And it's kind of like, I don't know about you, but I'm like, woo, stay away from that person because they may blow up.
Feel them coming.
Yes, you can feel them coming, and it's just, it's not fun, and you know, you definitely attract what you think about. And when you're so serious about stuff, how does that move you forward? How does it change the circumstances or the situations? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't at all.
And as we age, when you were talking about how you can see those people coming, think about the older people that you've seen who have that face that's just so drawn and so long and so, you know, just frown and sad. And from years of just, you know, really taking things too seriously and carrying that weight. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's just no fun at all.
No.
I mean, and there are things, again, you know, there are days that suck. I mean, we've all had those days, and I think it's okay, and it's important to allow yourself to be in that mode for a moment. But I mean, you know, obviously we're given those feelings for a reason, and we are going to be serious, and we are going to worry about things. It's human nature, but the most important thing is not to stay there, is to move out of there. Someone that has taught me a great deal in my life talks about having mini breakdowns, not many, like M-A-N-Y, but M-I-N-I breakdowns, because we do all have breakdowns. Yes.
But it's, you know, pull yourself up and how can you recover from that, and having that perception and that mindset rather than wallowing in it and staying so damn serious. Yeah. And so, you know, when you find that you're really being so serious all the time, maybe put on some of your, you know, favorite silly music or whatever and have an impromptu dance music, or turn on, you know, a comedy show or something, read a joke, something that makes you laugh, because laughter truly lightens everything. It lightens the mood. And again, when you're laughing, like, I dare you to try to laugh and think about something really serious at the same time. I remember someone's, what was this? I can't remember. Was that some kind of a group thing that I was involved in? But a man was talking, he was sharing a story about how he was driving on the interstate in the rain and came this close to getting into a really, really tragic accident. I mean, his car just, you know, went all over the road at, you know, 65 miles per hour, and just, you know, scared him to death. You know, it's one of those moments where you stop and you just can't believe that you're okay. And said he could barely drive home because it just shook him up so bad. And so when he got home, he just got naked and started dancing. Because what do you do when you get freaked out like that? I mean, you just strip down and you start dancing. But for him, it's like, that's what took him out of it. And it's like, who cares if that sounds crazy? Yes. You're by yourself. No one has to know. He shared it with a room full of people because, you know, he's at that place in his life where he doesn't care. But, you know, it's just whatever. We take ourselves so seriously because we think about what everyone else is thinking. And truth be told, when we stand before our Maker, whoever you believe that is, all those people ain't going to be there. That's so true. You're going to be up there by yourself. Anyway, so you may as well enjoy the ride here while you can. Freaking man. Yeah. Do you like any of those? Yeah, so the one that I absolutely, there's a couple that I love. This is really good. But I love this, start scaring yourself. Yeah. Because to me, it reminds me of the quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, do something every day that scares you. And to me, that's about taking risks. It's about being curious. It's about having fun and living. Actually living. We're so busy all the time doing stuff that doesn't really matter, that we forget to live. And, you know, it doesn't matter what it is, but I think it's just important to do something that you're a little scared to do. Obviously nothing that's going to put you in jail or you know, like, you know, hurt you or kill you or anything like that. But
just do something that scares you a little bit. You get out of your comfort zone, because sometimes people don't even know what they like to do for fun, because
it's been so long.
It's been so long that it's just, reigniting some of that stuff and being playful again and going back to some of those things that you did when you were a kid or a teenager, and just do something. It's scary. It's scary to be vulnerable. It's scary to, show that side of yourself, especially in front of your friends sometimes. And that's what I love about our friend group, is that we are just flat out silly all the time. And it doesn't matter. I mean, we're really silly.
Wayne Dyer's on my mind, because I listened to him this morning, and he mentioned, it was a podcast, I'm not sure which one, but he mentioned that if we knew, like not just believed, but knew how guided and protected we were, how okay everything is, there is nothing we would never do. There's nothing we wouldn't do. There was nothing that would scare us. And the fact is, we are.
Right, we are.
Yeah. So, it's...
Yeah, I mean, so often we're the ones that put the limits
Absolutely.
on ourselves and in our own life. I mean,
100%.
I see it all the time. We put so many limits. Can I do another one?
Yeah. We have 2 minutes.
One.
We want to make sure.
Okay.
Go ahead, just talk
I
fast.
love the start something. That's another
Start
one.
something. Yes.
Start something.
Just something. Right?
Yes. So often people are so busy. Stop being busy is on the list too. But Jenny, you're going to post that, which is awesome.
Yes.
But just do something, because so often, we end up on the couch, or we end up just sitting out around, just mindlessly drinking or doing whatever. And I'm not saying that those things are wrong. But when you actually do something, there's this satisfaction, this fulfillment, because you are finding enjoyment in life again, and you're not just skating through.
Yeah, you're feeding what it is that you're trying to fill. That void, you're actually feeding and fueling it.
Yeah.
In that respect. And it doesn't have to look perfect. It's like, just start. It doesn't have to look a certain way, be a certain way, cost
No
a certain
limits.
amount. Nothing.
Limitless.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that one too.
Yes.
So do you have any events coming up? What's going on with Heather Bischoff?
So I have a super fun event.
Oh, yes, you do.
Up for fun. Labor Day weekend, I'm going to be in Asheville, North Carolina. It is an event called Getaway Camp. You can find it on my website. You can find it just by contacting me through Facebook or heather@dragonflydirection.com. Getaway Camp is for busy women who want to have fun, and it is for professional women, entrepreneurial women who have not given themselves enough time to have fun. And we literally go to camp and we play like little girls, and so there's no really set agenda. It's just an amazing time. Early bird pricing expires on April 1st.
Right around the corner.
Yep, and we have payment plan options and all sorts of things, so it's super, super fun.
Awesome.
And the other thing I want to mention very quickly is I am doing a GoFundMe project right now for my first book. It is my memoir of working through and finding success with domestic violence, sexual abuse, and teen pregnancy. All of the money, the reason why I'm doing the GoFundMe is because all of the money from this project will always go back to support charities and nonprofit organizations that helps these people who have experienced similar life situations and circumstances find self-sufficiency and support.
Such an incredible project. So find that. They can contact you or find that on Facebook as well, I know. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Can't wait to do this again with you. Heather's here the second Tuesday of every month. This weekend at the Hamilton County Fairgrounds, Good Journeys is having their health and psychic fair. I will be there, and I'll be speaking on Sunday at noon for about a half an hour. Cleanse your body, cleanse your soul is the topic. So pop in sometime over the weekend. Come see us all. There's a lot of great things going on. You can go to goodjourneys.com for more information. Mark your calendars for June 25th. Also, the Indie Holistic Hub is having their Wellness Fest. That will be something not to be missed. More information on the indieholistichub.com website. I am starting a group nutritional cleanse right around the corner. Not sure of the date, but if you want information on that, feel free to reach out. You can email me, jennyparks@alignyourlifewellness.com. Facebook is always great, or just call me, 317-945-8268. And thank you, Jim Wofford and Logan Street Signs and Banners, especially Jim, for putting up with us every week. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.